Hello and welcome to this review for the brand new released LEGO Star Wars 75372 Clone Trooper and Battle Droid Battle Pack. Now, the big question, and it's the one that I wrote in the header, in the title for this review, is this worth it? Well, it depends. Look, this one with 9 figures. I bought this for $40 Canadian, but it's available at $30 USD. If I see it as $5 Canadian per figure, then it ends up being $45, that you're getting out of value. But is that the right way to see it? Now I get that for the Clone Troopers, maybe, right? Maybe at $5 Canadian per figure. It's a big maybe. But for the other droids, not as much, because there's less plastic involved, less parts involved, and as you can see, no printing involved, which is a point of contention I have especially for the Super Battle Droids. Now, they're the star of the show of this set, at least to me, because we haven't seen them for a very long time, and I want to show them to you. And I did put them in the thumbnail so that you could see that I'll take this out of the way. One of my big issues with this set is, make sure that everything's fine. One of my big issues with this set is that the back of this figure looks like a cheese grater. And you really do see the, what's called, like the skimping on the figure. Like, for example, I get that, these are hollow, right? I don't mind this being hollow. What I mind is seeing that it's hollow, right? It just doesn't look great. Right? A minifigure can look great from the back. Now, it doesn't matter if you pose your figures from the back or not. And I'm going to say that in this particular case, because we are actually looking at a battle pack, and the idea is that you want to make a sprawling battle scene, they should look good at all angles, and this just doesn't. Another part where they've chippened out, like I said, there's no tempographs, no printing on this whatsoever. It's just the I guess we could call it a gunmetal gray type of color, is the symmetry of the arms. Now, if you look at the older models online, you'll see that, and I don't have any, sorry about that, but you'll see that it wasn't the case. There actually was, so this arm, which is the one that they usually use, that they're armed with, would look different. It would actually be like it's firing or about to. What they could have done if they wanted to, keep the fact that they're just printing one piece, but they're just making one piece at a time, right? Is that they could have had like an extra kind of accessory to just plug in here to give the illusion that or at least show that there is asymmetry going on. So that to me it's too bad. Look, I will show you close so you can see what it looks like these days. The new one. This. And yeah, this you've seen quite a bit, this angle. In terms of the battle droid, nothing too special. Just standard. Right, you've seen them all. Same for the clones, as you'll see. One thing I do want to point out for the battle droids is that they come with two different kinds of arms. One where the orientation is different, right? So they can actually hold a gun this way. And one where the orientation is the same, so that they can use this, I believe it's a STAP vehicle. Right. Now what they do is you have extras here, which can hold a gun. So it's good. Right? And this one does not, but what you can do is you can always, mix and match. So for example, this guy has two that holds a gun, or there's an extra here that can hold a gun, you can give it to him. So it's just to say that you have options when it comes to posing and using this, which is good. That's the kind of thing I would have liked to see for these Super Battle Droids. Oh yeah, and since we're there, this is the STAP. I do always get a real kick out of, I'm easy to please sometimes. This set, not so much, but just giving me clear plastic parts so it looks like he's actually hovering or it's hovering. I always find that fun. Well, that's just me. Now, for the Clone Troopers, so we get 3 identical ones. Well, yeah. Dumb little jokes. Okay, yeah, so they're 3 identical ones. Once again, when it comes to the value of the set, there's nothing special about these, right? It's just, literally it's the same standard thing 3 times, okay? There's nothing special, there's no special printing here, no dual molded legs. Obviously, you're not expecting that. You don't need that. all you need is this, and that's fine. What I'm trying to say out of this is that if you're valuing these at $5 Canadian or $4 USD, it gets hard to value it that way. Aside from it simply being the IP and that people will pay for it, that's the part that I don't too like. There's a lot of cynicism with the set, or at least it inspires cynicism in me when it regards to the set, and that's something I never find too fun. But no, I don't have a problem necessarily with these troopers. None. I just have a problem with the value because I don't think that they show much value, right? And this is the shock trooper. Here he is. Yeah, speaking of value, one thing that I'm not... I would have liked them to give us more guns. So there's not too much gun variety. I'll show you what there is. So you've got this kind of pistol. Oh, what's going on with the... 1 second. Better. You've got this kind of pistol. All right. You've got one gun like this. You've got... let me see. And you've got this kind of gun in 2 different colors. So you've got in gunmetal gray and you've got in black. Now the black, we see it in the speeder bike, which is right here. And this can seat 2 clones. We can do that now. 2 clone troopers, I mean. So one here, one in the back. Now you do have these, the way it's built is you have these guns in the back that you can use to fire, right? However, if you want every trooper to have a gun when they're on the battlefield, at least in this set, you'd have to actually take these off because there's not enough guns for every trooper. That's just I mean, they could have just given an extra gun. I don't know why they didn't at this point. Like I said, you're really seeing the skimping on this. You see it in the Super Battle Droid, and just the fact that if you're building it the way it's supposed to be built, and then you take them off it, not every clone trooper ends up with a gun. You do get 2 stud shooters here. There is an extra stud shooter in this little buildable component. See, like, look, this place would be where you would store a gun, but like, there's not even that much guns to go around. Anyways, so there's another stud shooter here, and there is also, before I get to the Droid, you do get this little box that houses, and I'll show it to you, houses this. And there you go. You get 2 of these printed studs. Now, so I mean, the main reason we're getting this is for the figures and minifigures. But there is also this, because I mean, the idea is that they do want to show that there is value to the set, and so you get the Droid out of it, which I don't think is that great. There is posability in the legs, and I'll show you what you can do. But I mean, aside from the standard pose that we see on the box, that we know from the show, there's not the rest doesn't look too elegant. So this is him in a very this is it in a very tall position, and if you want a very low position, you can have it like this, right? But the standard would be around, let's see, something of the sort. Right. Now, there's the stud shooter, the standard stud shooter. If you don't know what it is, it actually works very, very well. I'll do an example here. Wait, not great. I spoke too soon, right? Try again. There. Okay. So it works very well. No problems with it. These, though, this is another variation on that kind of pressured shooting. And this is, to me, very weak sauce. So you'll see how it goes. You press it. Depending on how much pressure you put, it's not great. Look, so... There. And we'll do another one here. Yeah, doesn't go... definitely not as far as the standard stud shooter. I don't know, to me, it's very weak sauce. Of course, if you put a lot of pressure, depending on what I don't know what a kid could do. But, no, see, even then... It's like very weak sauce. I wouldn't even use this as for that kind of play. It's not very inspiring in that sense. The last thing I want to show you is inside here. There is a piece that I find pretty interesting and fun. So inside here we have a pearlescent pink cylindrical Lego piece, single Lego piece. Now we're seeing it quite a bit in the January 1st sets. We're seeing it also in the, there's a, I'll be reviewing a peacock set, which has the same kind of color. And we also see a variation of that on a purple for some of the space sets that are coming out. And I'll be reviewing some as well. So you can keep an eye on that. Yeah, so look, in terms of the value, to answer my own question that I'm posing in the header, in the title, I don't think this is worth it, but at the same time, I still bought it. So I mean, I'm not really giving the wrong message to Lego. But at the same time, it's a review. So maybe if this helps you realize that it's not worth it, then I've done my job in that sense. Let me know in the comments, all right? Look, on that note, I wish you all an awesome day, all right? Take care, guys. Bye.